Shut up and sit down.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is episode number 17 of the Baseball and Beer podcast. I am your host, Brendan Bowes, and it is my duty to bring you around the world, or at least as close to the world as possible, of two of America's favorite things, that is baseball and beer. I have a pretty interesting episode for everyone today, but first, before we go into that, if you ever want to get in touch with me, here are the ways to do so. If you want to visit my website, download previous episodes. If you aren't subscribing to me on iTunes, which you can also do, I am found at baseballandbeerpodcast.blogspot.com. Again, that's where you find previous episodes, and it's where I post the new episodes as they go up. If you want to join my Facebook group, it is facebook.com/baseballbeerpod. I post updates, post questions, put up polls, that sort of thing. Trying to get some fan contributions into the in maybe future episodes. Who knows? If you're Twitter, it's at BaseballBeerPod. And if you have any questions or want to send me an email, I can be reached at baseballbeerpodcast@gmail.com. Again, the email is different from the website. The website's Baseball and Beer Podcast, while the email address is just Baseball Beer Podcast. Just wanted to get that out there.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good, and stuff.
We're getting right into this, aren't we? The reason for that is, like I said, this is a special episode because this is going to be the first time that I am bringing someone else, in this case, more than one person, onto the podcast. I kind of explained it, but in summary, I went to Connecticut this past weekend to hang out with my friends for a wedding that was on Saturday. In the process, I brought my microphone down and figured I might as well have a roundtable with these guys because some of these guys are the ones that I brew with. Whenever I talk about my home brewing experiences, these guys are the ones who are there with me, helping me and giving me knowledge. We had a good time, but before I start playing that, I just wanted to make a quick couple of notes for you guys. The device that I was using to record the microphone, it was antiqued. It's a very antique netbook, so I didn't have it set up so the screen. Or let me rephrase that. I had it set up so that the screensaver would come on every 2 or 3 minutes, which I didn't realize until it was too late. So whenever the screensaver came on, it would clip the audio recording. So what that means is that I think 2, 3, maybe 4 times throughout the recording, you're going to hear a clip. An audio clip is going to skip about a second or two. It's nothing bad. You're not missing anything. I've listened to it already. I just wanted to give you the heads up. It's nothing wrong with your device that you're listening this to. So I'm going to bring in my interview and take it away, Brendan. Actually, before I reintroduce myself, just wanted to give you listeners a heads up. The interview is 20 minutes, a little over 20 minutes. I will be talking about baseball as well, so I don't want you to think that the interview is the only thing for this week. I am sticking with the name of the podcast. It is still going to be Baseball and Beer. Just wanted to give you the heads up on the time. So once again, here is myself.
Well, dead air. No, the thing about it was, it came within 2 days. Actually, a day and a half later.
I bet it did.
Yeah. All right, so guess what? I'm recording.
Oh.
Yay.
I'm just going to yell dead air when you mess up.
I'm tired of this now.
All right, so I am down in Connecticut here, and I decided to bring my microphone because I am with some of my good friends. When I talk about brewing beer, these are the guys I'm usually brewing it with. So what I want to do first is kind of go around in a circle, introduce yourself, and I wanted to say what we were drinking, but apparently we're changing that on the fly, so...
Are we?
Yes, we are.
All right.
All right, so why don't you go first, since you have the beer in hand?
Hi, my name's Tom.
And
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom. What are you drinking?
Julius.
Julius from?
Treehouse Brewing Company.
Okay. And across the table from me we have?
How you doing? I'm AZ, and I'm drinking a wheat beer, which was homebrewed, which we might get to in the podcast.
I'm pretty sure we will. And to my left,
Hi, I'm Scott. I brought a Weyerbacher Heresy Imperial Stout aged in whiskey barrels.
all right. And my cup is right now empty because I was going to ask Tom to pour me a alter ego.
Don't tell them you're drinking coffee.
All right, so
Cheating.
while Tom's pouring, I want to ask Tom and AZ real quick. Between the two of you guys,
Terrible pour.
how much
You'll be able to hear it though. It's a
how much beer have you guys brewed, or
Beer?
that? Yeah, or wine, or everything that's in your guys' setup. What is it?
entrapment.
Right?
That's what it is.
That's right, 10-gallon limit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, Mr. Fed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've dialed 9-1. I'm waiting for the evidence.
Question.
There's agents smashing barrels in your basement as we speak.
Well, the home brew limit is totally legal.
Well,
right now.
within the limit. I
Right,
know.
over the last month, totally legal.
I would say.
Absolutely.
So
I
what?
totally believe you, too.
Yeah.
Why would anyone lie to
So
you?
what exactly are on the taps? You don't have to say quantity.
Oh, I think we're covered.
Yeah, well, on taps at our house, we have a wine. It's a dark cherry, almost a black cherry wine.
Mhm.
We have the Calvin and Hops IPA we made.
Yep.
It's coming out pretty good. It's very fragrant, good aroma, good flavor. Not too much on the bitter, but that's not for everybody, I guess. And of course, whatever I'm drinking, that's our new wheat beer on
The
tap.
wheat beer.
Yep.
And I've had a sample of everything, and everything is very good.
Oh, thank you. What a
And
gentleman.
Tom, what do we have on tap then?
Nice.
It's your dog?
Yeah, Current River Double IPA. Which is a 100 review on Beer Advocate. It's a almost entirely citra hopped double IPA, 4% alcohol by volume. Came out fantastic. We have a Ghost that we had some issue with. We'll talk about later. Not the best Gosa in the world, but it's Gosa in fast.
Ah, da, 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 da.
And then
Show's over.
Recording stop. Let's go.
Let's go.
and then I have some toilet wines also. So it's,
Do you want to go into detail about the wine?
they're if you want some, I'll send it to you. How
No,
about
that's
that?
fine.
Yep,
No, that's
just
fine.
Email bigbadbuzz@gmail.com. Ask for a growler. It's all yours.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yep.
None of that is true.
And so, Scott, are you homebrewing anything?
No, I don't know why I'm here. I don't brew anything.
Well, it was just good
In fact,
timing.
actually, I did try to brew one time with
Yeah?
the what do they call that? That kit?
Mr. Beer?
Mr. Beer.
I did that once in grad school, and
That's
I was
enough.
in a fifth floor apartment. It was in the summer, so I couldn't keep the temperature
no.
controlled at all.
Couldn't even go down to like the
And
basement
it
or anything.
basically evaporated as soon as it hit your tongue. That beer. It was not good.
Oh. Yeah, I had a bad Mr. Beer experience too. It's a tough. You have to really the amount of like dedication you have to have and the cost of the kit are not in parallel with the like whole process. Like if you get like the sugar in the bottle at all when you condition it, it just comes out like a champagne-y disaster. You know, it's hard to do. Right for the price.
You have like a tiny football-shaped container that you have
Right.
to put everything in.
Right, it's so easy to a small mistake makes a huge disaster in flavor.
Right.
The most fun that I got out of that kit was when my friend Javier pretended to like drinking it and spilled it all over himself, trying to pretend not to drink it.
Wow. Didn't go to the bathroom and like pour it down the sink or anything.
It's like yawns.
No, he was like pouring it like this around his face. to be like,
so
oh,
good.
Scott, I like
Delicious.
this. It's really good. And then he just did it a little too much, and it wasn't actually lined up with his mouth, so he just wore it. for the rest
Fun
of the
fact, that's actually why most distillers have huge beards, just to hide that spill of beer they don't like. They
Yeah.
want to like, oh, sour beers, I love sour beers, and they just pour it in their beer.
Oh yeah, that's why the beard's there. It's a foam
Yeah,
foam
it just,
collector.
It just hides bad beer.
You can't see this at home, but all four of us have beards.
It's true.
Pretty much.
Knee length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ZZ Top.
Whereas ZZ Top cover band.
That's true.
All right. So, how long have we been homebrewing? At least within this neighborhood.
Oh goodness, I've only been doing it for 3 months. Well, that's not true. I helped Tom with the Goza, but that was only
Right.
2-3 months ago, right?
Yeah.
the
Really,
Goza-
when we started, but we did the double.
with the extract kit of
The Dead Ringer.
Yeah, the Dead Ringer I was
but
here
I would
for.
say, for the most part, I've done it for 2-3 months. But like 4 months ago, I helped Tom with one batch.
Right.
But in that time frame, you have turned over a legal but large amount of beer.
I would say it's more legal than large, right? But an amount of beer is correct. It's definitely an amount.
But there are people that get a beer kit or buy a beer kit that never use it, whereas you guys have been
We
using
found
the beer
something
kit.
we like, and
Yeah.
it's a hobby we can share, and
Yeah.
it was awesome.
And it gets you drunk.
That's why I thought.
Or was it there? Or let me rephrase that. Was there a different reason why you were doing that?
I like the science. it is. There's more to it than I ever actually thought there would be.
And before we go on, I just want to say AZ is the guy who only likes sours.
That's true. Well, not only, but predominantly. I don't like beer.
He's not.
I do not like the taste of beer. It's not for me. IPAs I find are bitter and awful.
Like me.
Yeah, but I find like intricate flavors and very complex flavors pretty good. And a lot of sours have done that for me.
I think we should fire him from the show anyway.
Yeah. Take vacation. Suck it, nerd.
Wait, you weren't getting paid before.
Wait, you guys aren't getting paid?
Am I making money off this?
Look, I'm not allowed to talk about my contracts. That's good. That's right.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about any contracts. Very good.
I had you write your name on that roll of paper towels.
There's a post-it note.
That's
in
true.
the toilet I saw once.
I gotta say, yeah.
How long
Still
have you been?
binding.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to go. On my own, like a personal brewer, only the past 6 months or so. But I started brewing with a buddy of mine a few years ago. They got me into it, and he kind of got me on the wrong kick in that I had to go from like being just like didn't brew at all to like full grain, completely in brewer. A lot of cost up front to get into it, but so much for brew that I don't know.
You eventually make your money back at some point.
More than.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a cost-effective man. If you drink, which I assume anyone who listens to this does, you'd be a fool not to be brewing. Like it's like Tom said, it's a little bit of upfront cost, but after that, you can make it taste like anything you like for the price that's half of what you would pay anywhere else.
But
They sell it to teenagers at a premium.
That's true.
Exactly.
I mean, at $10 a cup, I
They
mean,
weren't
it's
that
a
old,
pretty good
first of all.
markup.
Teenagers have a lot of money these days in Connecticut, so it works out.
Oh, it's millennials. They can't say no to anything.
No.
Yeah, it's great.
So I guess the question is, there's already so many craft beers out there. Like, why go homebrewing?
Oh, that's easy. I don't like them.
Well,
So I
you
wanna-
don't count.
No, but it gave me a reason to make ones I do like.
Right.
Now on tap, like normally, it's hard to find a beer I would like, let alone a keg of it, let alone a place that sells
Right,
it.
so, yeah.
So
absolutely.
I can make something I like
Right.
in the quantities I like for a third of the price that anyone else would charge me.
Right.
Why the hell wouldn't you?
And 30 years ago, you were the guy who couldn't find an IPA he liked in the
Is it-
store.
oh, yeah.
Who had an English beer once. I was like, holy shit, I want
Not a fan.
this English beer, and I can't get it in the States.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but now with that kind of, that beer drinker is the guy who wants like a really unique sour or like
Yeah.
crazy flavor in their beer they can't get commercially.
Very customizable.
Or they can get it commercially, but it's $20 a bottle.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah,
Goodness
so
Christ, they charge
we
you.
bought some sours that are $20 12 ounces.
Yeah,
So if you can brew
Yeah.
something that's close
close enough.
for any fraction of that cost,
Why wouldn't you?
you're ahead of yourself. So,
No, that's
Why wouldn't
fair.
you?
but one is Julius, one's Alter Ego.
God damn it, Tom.
Hold on.
But yeah, they're both.
Both of them taste like wheat.
I
Yeah.
haven't had the alter ego yet. What am I looking for with that one? What
It's
describe
dank.
it to the audience.
It's very dank.
Julius is very like orange Julius. That has a very citrus flavor. I don't know about the other one.
Alter Ego is basically This is what Tom told me. It's basically Julius.
Under the bus, like, no, all right.
It's basically Julius, but they use different hops or a different.
Yeah,
hop.
I can taste it. They're definitely.
I thought Julius
different.
was exclusively like ridiculously citra, right? So this is just the.
I don't
It's entertaining.
Whoa. You are fortunate to be holding Treehouse Brewing Company's flagship American IPA, Julius. Julius is a bright tropical beer filled with the flavors and aromas of peach, mango, passion fruit,
Oh,
and a melange of citrus.
melange,
it is-
you say?
Gentle on the palate, while still incredibly hop saturated. It is the result of our uncompromising dedication to fresh, progressive, delightful beer, and we hope you enjoy it with laughter, good cheer,
That's
huzzah,
Yeah.
and in the company of those you love. Well, go fuck yourself. But I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So yeah,
Reading
very
a beer can or auditioning for Star Wars? What's
I was going to say War of the Worlds.
How he's rehearsed this? Have you fucking rehearsed?
I was going to say War of the Worlds.
I think I heard him giving this speech in the bathroom earlier.
Yeah, Orson,
Probably
in
should
front of
not
the
have
mirror.
rehearsed that.
yeah, Orson Welles has some competition. Plus, he's also dead.
Yeah. Well, I can beat him, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
It's in a fist fight.
So where to go from here?
I don't know.
You didn't ask Scott any questions about why he would like to brew.
That's true.
I'm just saying, get some information.
So Scott lives in Philadelphia, in the city, like directly in the city.
Yes.
Well,
So
Metro
that-
West, right? I mean, is that like
It's Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would make
Still counts.
that
I'm
would
on the edge, but it still counts.
They got the
I still get
cheesesteaks.
taxed like I live in Philadelphia.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So it goddamn
city,
counts.
yeah.
Okay?
Oh, city tax in Philadelphia sucks. Oh, that was
7%.
awful.
What?
Yeah.
Tax. Yeah, it doesn't.
I have a Pennsylvania question.
Are you asking me or are you asking
Oh, that's
the
Scott, but
resident?
you're the moderator, so I'll
Okay.
do it first. I don't understand how you buy beer in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
From the bars, right?
Well, bars, and there was a case law for a while, but that's gone from distributors. As distributors can tell.
they've made it so complicated. Maybe 10 years ago, you could buy a case, period.
Right.
Anything?
You bought beer in cases.
Right, you couldn't walk in and grab sixes, but you could buy a case of anything you
Now,
wanted to.
you could buy, but there was like a little loophole that like restaurants could sell 6-packs.
Okay.
But they always cost like way more than you'd want to pay for a 6-pack. Basically, like you're buying 6 beers from a restaurant, not like you're buying a
Okay.
6-pack at a
Yeah.
store.
Yep.
And that continues, but now they've made it legal to sell 12-packs,
Is that good or
which is a half step forward.
Yeah.
And now there's certain grocery stores that can sell 30 beers, or however much you're buying. You pay for 2 6-packs, you get back in line.
Repeat.
Wow.
You pay for 2 6-packs, you get back in line, you pay for your last
Oh,
one.
that's soft.
Now this is the same state where you can smoke in hospitals, right? But they don't let you have beer anywhere.
I don't understand it.
That's a
I don't.
goddamn hassle.
now? Is it as a consumer? Is it better to be able to buy a 12-pack, or does like a 12-pack cost enough more than a case that it sucks?
Well, here's the thing. Craft beer, the awesome thing about craft beer is there's so much variety.
Right.
So I usually don't want to buy an entire case
Right,
of something.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a
I
bunch of
want
little.
to try a bunch of them. So I much prefer that system. In fact, when I drove up here today to visit you guys, I did my beer shopping in New Jersey. Because it's easier
Yeah.
to get what I want there.
What you got out of your car in New Jersey, which I'm sure cost you at least 6 months of your life. I'm guessing. Yeah.
6 to 8, I think.
In
Yeah,
fear?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
it's fear and it just
It was
pollution.
Cherry Hill where like Eagles players live, so it wasn't too bad.
So you're more interested in being killed by an Eagles player than you were of dying of any other cause. I see. Yes.
Well, at least they're not the Jets and punch each other in the face.
These opinions do not affect our sponsors.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Sponsored by the Eagles. We could be.
Chip Kelly showing up.
We
like
could
that?
have been. We weren't.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
it's a live recording. Anything could happen. So,
Yeah, TLDR, buying beer in Pennsylvania is a giant pain in the ass.
no, we have another visitor.
We have.
Does this creature want to talk into the microphone?
Definitely a cat. Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No,
No, this is gonna be a
Bunsen
waste.
doesn't want to talk.
He wants none of
He
your
just wants to
business.
hang out.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's not a
Hey, you
podcaster.
guys got food here? Nope. You got
Nope,
food?
moving on.
Food?
Just give me attention.
Suck your dick for food.
So, let's do a quick circle.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Finish that sentence before I agree.
Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna go around in a circle.
Yeah. Okay.
Favorite beer, favorite brewery, could be the same thing. You don't.
Oh, that's not a fair question, man. That's
fair.
a dumb question to ask someone on the spot. Because 5 minutes from now, we're all gonna think of the real answer.
That's
Not just
true.
what we know exactly what beer I would go to 1,000% of the time.
Yeah,
And A, I can't get it, and B, it's not my favorite. I just
Interpret
like
it. Interpret it however you
There's
want to.
different reasons for why I like it. Like there's this super. Like I don't like beer, right? I
Yep.
said it before. I'll say
Yep.
it again. But it's a beer. It tastes like piss water beer, like Coors Light, Busch Light,
Yep.
Bud Light, stuff like that, right? But it's like 10%. So I will pound that down all day if I get a chance.
Was it Natty Ice?
No, it's Brooklyn Companion, Brooklyn beer,
Oh, okay.
and it's called the Companion or whatever, and it's my kind of beer. It doesn't taste like beer. It's pretty good, but like flavor wise, there's like 10. I can think
And
of.
you would like the beer because that beer was brewed once because they put out the Oxford Companion to beer.
the book, yep,
Yeah, and like
And that's the only
Oxford
way to
got
get it.
involved. They put a dictionary out of beer.
yep.
And
I don't know which
that's
one.
how you
And
get it.
Brooklyn brewed a beer once to go with that, and that's the beer he likes the most.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
It was brewed one time to commemorate Oxford doing something.
was so amazing.
Yeah, and you can't see, but AC has a monocle in, so
They
it's
do.
very, yeah, it's
This tells us the time, regardless if we ask for it or not.
true.
It's very annoying.
It's true.
All right, so Tom or Scott.
Hey Scott, how you doing? How's your favorite beer going?
Like I
Probably
said,
my all-time favorite is Burton Baton by Dogfish Head.
Really?
I love IPAs, and I love IPAs that have an interesting flavor to go along with the hoppiness, and to me that is the most delicious. I don't drink it too much because it is a very high percentage.
yes.
You can get it in Pennsylvania, which is nice. My favorite brewery is also probably Dogfish Head. I've been there like 5 times now. That brewery. We go to the event every year that
What a
they
good
have
time.
in the spring, and it's just such a great event.
It is a great
I love
event, but you
that
should
it's
never
limited.
go to that event. It's not. I would not. If you were a listener, I would say just skip the spring event. Go in the summer.
The low on tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely don't show up to that event.
Yeah, it's
because-
they just sell 12 tickets to us.
right.
and,
It's, we are mostly tickets that go, so please don't show up.
Oh, that's a good idea for a podcast spot.
Where not to go for Brewfest?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
I actually meant bringing this shit down and recording in Delaware, but yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
True. Well, a few months out, we'll make it there.
Yeah.
Episode, what? Let's say
live from the
29.
event.
Yeah, live from the
Live from the bocce courts
carrying
at
this-
Dogfish Head Brewery.
carrying this fucking microphone around. And I probably have it recorded by then, I'm sure.
We should drink Treehouse Brewery Julius in the treehouse at the
And throw the
entire
cans at
universe
Sam?
will collapse
That's
around
super
us.
meta.
Yeah. And then throw the cans at Sam.
And throw the cans at Sam.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
I don't know,
That's
just
violent.
because-
You're violent.
Well, if we're drinking Treehouse in the
That was
fucking, the
unnecessary,
steampunk Treehouse,
I like the steampunk treehouse. There's an air cannon in it, remember?
oh yeah,
Didn't you cut yourself on
I
that?
cut myself on the air cannon. That is absolutely
I think I
true.
pricked my
The tour
finger
guide
on
was
it,
like,
too.
"This is really sharp." He's like, "Give me it."
Let me hold it immediately. Those are my exact words, if you recall. No, I cut myself on it. It's very sharp and spiky and pokey.
All right, so Tom's racking his brain.
I'm trying to figure out how many weeks it is between now and Dogfish.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what episode that would be. So I had, 6 months, so
We're at 16,
Oh, no.
17 now.
Yeah, this is
is
for
17.
this is for
Allegedly.
episode 17.
17,
Or
so
blackmail. I don't
Or
know.
black.
September, October, November, December, January, February will be 6 months, so that is 24 episodes.
Yes. Plus 7.
Plus 2 weeks in this month left, or 1 left this month,
Yes.
plus 2
47.
in March, roughly.
roughly.
So roughly 30, so roughly 40, episode 47
47.
should be. And I
wish
will
I-
bet on 47 being the episode that is there, and if you want to bet other episodes, now that I've done the math.
I'm pretty sure it'll never actually happen.
Well, you never know. Post in some free time.
That's true.
That's true.
Episode 47, coming live from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware,
live.
via satellite from Milton, Delaware.
That's when we're gonna have our battleship rematch, where we're actually gonna have a winner.
That's not a game you want to play, sir. That's not a challenge you want to make.
Shots of lactic acid at stake.
Oh yeah.
I like black.
All right, so let's put in a favorite beer and favorite. As a go-to beer, year to year, easy to get. Sierra Nevada Bigfoot barley wine. I
You are a fan of
love.
barley wines.
It's very accessible. You can easily age that. It's cheap. It's $10 a 4-pack. It's a solid beer. I guess as far as breweries go, I can't say Dogfish Head because you already said it, and I don't know if I really believe that. They do some fun stuff there for brewery. I would say Founders might do the most consistent across styles that I enjoy. They do the Backwoods Bastard, a really nice bourbon barrel aged like Scotch ale. They do the Kentucky stuff, obviously, which is a great, bourbon whiskey ale, and they do the Kentucky, which is
That's
great.
the breakfast lunch in there, right?
Yeah. Well, not
Oh, the KBS,
Lunch-
CBS.
Yeah,
the KBS, CBS crowd, and then they do the all day IPA, which is my go-to session IPA. So yeah, as far as
All
across
day
the
is
board,
really solid.
and you can't beat the price. I mean, by us,
Yeah.
the beer prices are pretty shitty in Connecticut, but you can get 18 pack of that for $17, under $1 a can.
In cans, yeah.
Yeah, and it's potable, portable, all the stuff you want of a beer. Yeah, I think Founders my go-to probably brewery. I don't buy them often because I'm homebrewing so much, and the homebrew savings are so intense that you don't really want to buy beer. But if I had to,
Every once in a while.
yeah,
Still got to make the treehouse
It
run.
looked yesterday, yeah.
I'm not gonna say Treehouse because I'm not a fucking hipster poser like all you guys are. Fuck
Yeah.
Treehouse. Treehouse is great. but
2.5 hours
also
for a
fucking-
growler.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I mean, I love you, Treehouse.
Yeah, but then-
I love
but-
you, Treehouse, but also fuck the wait.
Yeah, but then you can't drink the dank beer.
We're there filling growlers till 11 o'clock. last
No, they were
night,
nice,
and I-
hardworking people.
They couldn't be
Nothing
any,
against them.
couldn't be any nicer, harder working, but I can't say it just because I just don't want to wait.
I can't wait 2.5 hours for a beer they wouldn't even let me taste before I'd buy.
Because they were too busy to give us samples, and I
No,
respect that.
I get
respect
that.
the fuck out
I
of it.
understand that they were
But
busy,
at the same
and that's
time,
fine.
I just can't
But that's
say
not
Treehouse.
convenient for me.
Right. But Treehouse is great.
Great.
But also Founders and Sierra Nevada.
What about you, Bo? You mentioned
Well, I
it.
would have to say my go-to brewery is Jack's Abbey, just
Yeah.
because I'm wearing their shirt.
Yeah, you're literally wearing their shirt right now.
They're right down the road from me, and I go there probably once
We're
a
lying.
week.
He's topless.
yeah.
And
But
pantsless.
that is
Give me a taste of that.
tattoo.
Oh,
You don't actually have to squeeze it.
Yeah, reach in there.
It's radio. They just include you.
As you guys had a webcam on that, right?
Well, yeah, I do, but I guess that's not on. My go-to brewery is Jack's
As far as
Abbey.
you know.
Yeah.
Korea is
I'm blackmailing you guys audibly, and you're blackmailing.
your video.
Yeah. No, Jack's Abbey, my go-to for brewery, just location, price. Everyone's awesome there. My beer of choice has changed so much. I was a Lagunitas person forever. I still like them, but I don't drink them as much. Jack's Abbey doesn't have like a singular beer that I go to every single time.
What about their barrel aged nonsense, though?
Yeah, the barrel aged Framing Hammer series they get nuts with. Let's see. Shouldn't have asked this because I knew I had
an answer first.
Yeah,
Too complex of a question. I already thought of 3 exceptions to whatever I said earlier.
Yeah, me too.
Because we're going to OEC tomorrow, and I really love they have such a great. Because I like sours.
Right. So,
oh man, I fucked up.
Tom mentioned Bigfoot barley wine.
That's mine. You can't have it.
I'm not repeating it,
not.
but I'm just sticking with the barley wine. I'm probably going to go with Succuba from Firestone.
Oh yeah. All right.
The Walker action.
Radio.
All right,
gold.
so we've passed the 20-minute mark just talking about beer.
Thank
So
God.
I think we should just give our final thoughts on the thought process of craft beer versus home brewing. So going forward, what are your plans for your home brewing, Tom?
Drink more of it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've made some beers that I enjoy as much as any commercial beer. And I'm not very good at homebrew, so that's saying enough.
I didn't mean he really has.
No, I didn't mean to shit on craft beer, but like I've made enough beers that I enjoy enough. Like for the price, I'm a lot of high end craft beers.
Are you on the same boat, AZ?
No, Scott agrees. Let's go first. He agrees with me.
Oh, that's fine. then I'll just blow both of you out of the water. That's fine.
When you made that pumpkin ale for your wedding, that was like one of the best beers I've ever tasted. Like, no joke.
the Randallized.
And
Yeah, Randall helps.
like, if you can make that in your basement, that's amazing.
I can.
I will come here and drive up from Philadelphia, and I will drink it.
And you will, and that's actually what might brew on Monday. So maybe in future episodes, maybe 18 or 19 of this podcast, you might hear about the
I
pumpkin.
just keep I have to go back to my notes and try to remember what episode we're on.
Well, they're pretty long, and everyone I hear is like listening to like an hour and a half of like a really mundane, horrible show. So it really sticks with me what number they are. Like it feels like
a year of your
45.
life, yeah.
It feels like at least 50 those.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's very
so
fair.
that's why I've been counting.
So, any last thoughts, AZ?
Well, Scott didn't agree with Tom. Scott agreed with the point I was going to make. So that's cool. Right on, Scott. I was going to say we're still super new to it.
Right.
So I'm probably going to more explore a bunch of different stuff and types of stuff so that I can find what I like, and then eventually I'll be. I haven't brewed any sours yet. All
That's
the beers
true.
and wines I mentioned are not sours.
Let's wait for your sour cast because the sours, that's one other thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So tomorrow we're going to a wedding, but before we go there, we're hitting up OEC. I think holy shit.
Goddamn idiot.
Finish the podcast.
Yeah, we're going to OEC.
Handcuff action.
Right?
I'll probably be talking about that as I record the baseball part to fit it in there. But anyway, I want to thank Tom, AZ, and Scott for joining me for this little roundtable. I had fun.
It's been a pleasure.
Ooh,
Thank you for having me.
Yay.
All right, back to you, myself.
Single, double, triple, home run. For the celebration, I'll shoot my gun.
I just wanted to give another quick thank you to AZ, Tom, and Scott, who took the time to sit down with me and go over one of our favorite things in the world, which is beer, both crafting it ourselves as well as drinking the good shit. So thank you guys. I do have more. It's not footage because it's not video, but I do have some more reels, quote unquote, of us talking about stuff. Nothing as thrilling as another 20-minute interview, but I'll probably post snippets of that going forward at some point, just because. Anyway, on to baseball. What is there to talk about baseball? We're nearing the end of the season, and it's getting close to where teams have magic numbers now. So, quick rundown: a magic number is the number of games that a team needs in order to clinch either a playoff spot in general or a division. So this is both in regards to the wild card and division winners. So I don't think there's anyone who has like a decent magic number at this point. Let me check online and see what's going on. Okay, it seems like after verifying with the internet, it doesn't look like any team has a specific magic number at this point, but it It's the same leaders. The Blue Jays are leading the AL East, which is good. The stupid Royals are leading the AL Central, which is dumb. The Houston Astros is leading the AL West, which is interesting. And over in the National League, the Mets are leading the East. Like I said, I'm still hoping for a Blue Jays Mets World Series. The stupid Cardinals are leading the Central, and the Dodgers are leading the NL West. So, got some interesting. Everyone seems to be about 5.5 games, 4.5 games, 2.5 games, 4.5, and 1 game. So, the Royals are the only team that really has the division locked, even though they don't mathematically have it won. They're 13 games up on the Twins, so I think that goes without saying that they pretty much have it. Have it locked down. So probably see them in the playoffs. It's only a matter of time to see what else happens with everyone else. I don't imagine any team, making a magical run to end the year. White Sox. So we'll have to wait and see what's happening for the playoff run. So I guess outside of that, the biggest news coming out of yesterday's games is during the Astros squeaking by a win over the Yankees 15-1 yesterday, there was a little scuffle between Carlos Gomez, recently traded Carlos Gomez of the Astros, and the entire Yankees squad. So as the story goes, with the Astros up like 9-0, 9-1, something like that, Gomez got out. I guess he hit a ball he wasn't pleased with and got himself out and got frustrated, got mad at himself. Yankees did not like that. They considered that kind of rubbing it in, that you're frustrated with a 9-0 lead. Carlos Gomez then went on to tell the Yankees to, quote unquote, shut up, and the bench is cleared. So I guess this brings a point of baseball's quote unquote unwritten rules. These are things that I don't really care for in the world of baseball. I feel players are people. They have emotions. They need to let those emotions go when they can. As long as they're not being violent towards themselves or anyone else, it doesn't really matter if the score is 1-0, 3-2, 12-1, -12-16. Who cares? Just let people play the way they want to play. I know that I've heard people say, act like you've been there, in terms of like hitting a home run or striking someone out, that sort of thing. You're playing a little kid's game. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play games that I had to pay for, that my parents had to pay for in order for me to play. So basically, just if you hit a home run, bat flip. Who cares? If that angers a pitcher, be a better pitcher. Don't throw a changeup to a guy who feeds on changeups and get mad at yourself when you do that and he hits it. Guy's happy he hit a home run. Let him bat flip. Let him, doing cartwheels down first base lines and, shooting fireworks, when you reach first base, that's one thing, although it would be cool. But, if you're a pitcher and you hit a home run for the first time in your life, you want to watch it because that's what you do. So, you shouldn't have to worry about getting injured by the other team throwing a ball at your head because you broke a quote-unquote unwritten rule. And I guess that even goes to, going tit for tat for hits batsmen. Usually, again, as it goes, that if I were to hit someone on accident, then the team is able to retaliate without me supposing, or without my team getting angry, or my team is not supposed to get angry at the retaliation. I think that's stupid. Why? I don't think that injuring other people or potentially injuring other people should be the way you play a game. That's my version of playing a game. Don't break each other. So yeah, throwing at each other is really dumb, especially going tit for tat on that, because someone is going to get injured when they're not supposed to, and for something that it wasn't their fault. Pitcher, can't have 100% grip on the ball 100% of the time. Sometimes they lose control. It's what they do. So in that case, if it hits someone, then, deal with it. Let the guy man up, take your free base, and, try to let him score. I mean, why is that hard to, consider as a thing? It blows my mind that there has to be an active profession. I mean, obviously there should be some professionalism, but this isn't the 1940s or the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever. You don't have to do what they did back then. Just because your grandfather tells you that was what they did doesn't mean that's what they have to do. If that makes sense. So, didn't realize I was going to go on that far of a rant, but figured I needed some baseball talk to get in there. But with that said, I think that's going to be it for the episode this week. Again, this is episode 17 of the Baseball and Beer podcast. If you ever want to get in touch with me, here are the following ways. If you want to visit my Facebook page, it is facebook.com/baseballbeerpod. If you want to go on Twitter, I'm at baseballbeerpod. If you want to send me an email, it is baseballbeerpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to subscribe or find a way to figure out how to get to these episodes, I am on iTunes. You can subscribe to me there. Otherwise, you can go to the website, which has all the previous episodes, and that is baseballandbeerpodcast.blogspot.com. Again, I want to thank my friends Tom, AZ, and Scott for helping me conduct the interview. And to everyone, I hope you have a great week. Thank you for tuning in.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Awesome.
I do not like Julia Roberts movies.
That was good.
We did it. It was fun. What a good time. How was the CVS?
Good.
What took so long?
How much money did you spend?
CV went to VIP, not CVS.
Apparently she got handcuffed to something.
CVS still supposed to be handcuffed? My ass